with every little piece of my heart and soul. But for what I'm going to be doing tonight, I kind of require it to clear the area. Alright, we're going to test out this new drop wire gate that I kind of made, shall we say. I'm not really sure why I put so many staples in, so you know, we got some spares. Well, I have did some redesigning here. Doesn't help that that wire is on the other side of the staple, I'm noticing now, but instead of just having one staple at the bottom and jamming the wires under, I put two, and then I could put one through and it basically holds them for the top and middle wire, because the rock wasn't cutting it. The wires had so much strength, they just pull it up. Did the same on the other side. Now I can drive the half ton over. Now, and I did a third post on that side, but I can't do a third on this side because it's a steel post. So these take longer than a normal barbed wire gate to open and close, but well, I could build a corner brace down here. It's just you have to do it in the springtime, and this might be wet in the springtime to bring a tractor in. So, you know, and for the couple times a year that you actually need to drive over here, like last year we never drove over here and we didn't have a need to. The only reason I need to drive over here is to get my paint stuff to the picnic table, which I could hike it in, but that's a bit of a project. So if I can drive it in, that helps things. And the bull is still here, so that's good. So let's drive this half ton across and shut the gate, which will take like 5 minutes. Like a charm, eh? And then we just go like this, pull this staple out, let those spring up, put her back in the holder. I got smarter. I put the holder on the top, because if you put them back in, the staples just fly out. Go like this, let her out, springy up, there you go. Now for the worst part, blazing a trail in territory that not many people have driven in. Like, nobody from our family's ever driven here. And you know, if there wasn't really a gate to get to this side, the amount of people before me to drive through here would also be pretty minimal. So hopefully we don't hit a rock and crank a running board off, because I cranked a running board off the work beast a little while ago. Hey everybody, it's Kylage. Today is Thursday, August 4th, 2022. It's 7 p.m. We're out at the Findlater Pasture, obviously. My brother is running the haybine tonight because he didn't have to work this afternoon, so he's on the haybine this evening, knocking down that green feed oats. So that is very handy. There's some baling that Dad's gonna do tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but the bale sensor is broken, and you know, he just said just wait and he'll do it tomorrow, and then he can do it all in one shot, and it's not like I have to worry about stuff not being cured, because it'll have, you know, just that few more hours. And whatever, because you can run those balers without a full bale sensor. Well, obviously Dad has done it all season, but he has ran a baler for, you know, 30 years, so he knows when the bale's full, when it's lugging the engine. I mean, I could figure it out too, you know, I've kind of done it before, but you know, I don't. Then you make bales that are underweight and overweight and shear bolts, and yeah, it would be an experience. But anyways, here's a picnic table. I sanded it down over a month ago. I'm just gonna, you know, run a light sandpaper. I don't know if I want to do the insides of this thing or not. They look not bad shape. Don't really know. Gotta sand the side of it, it looks like. But yeah, we're gonna paint her brown. So we've finally made it down here, and we have a couple of hours that hopefully we can make some good progress and get this done tonight. I hope it only needs one coat, because it's a project to come back another day, and then I won't get back for a couple of weeks or whatever, and you know. So we will see what happens, I guess. But there's the river. The river's looking kind of dirty, and it's not really flowing. Well, it's flowing a little bit actually, because last year it was standing still, but it does have a slow flow to it. Well, I'm guessing it's about 8 now. We have finished painting the picnic table. I'm not overly impressed with the color. I walked into Rona, I'm like, I need some brown paint. I'm painting a picnic table. But you can't just buy brown paint in there, I guess. They had to tint it to a certain color, and it's kind of got a green tinge to it, at least I thought. Considering looking what the old paint looked like and how much lighter this stuff is. But oh well, I guess it's just that, you know, it wasn't because they had to custom tint this brown. It cost a fair chunk, so I don't know if I'll shop there for paint next time. They didn't even have free popcorn that day. But this is kind of turning into a complaint session, I guess. But I just wanted a can of brown paint. I didn't need no custom mix, but that's what they had to do to get me brown paint. But oh well, one coat and it looks decent. There might be a couple thin spots as it soaks into the wood. And if I think it needs another coat next year, I'll do it next year. And the bulls here this evening, critters seem to be doing fine. So we'll be home before dark. Hopefully I can get all this stuff in one load and I don't have to come back. So I wanted to tell you before I forget that the bale count is over 900 bales, which is truly amazing. We haven't had that high in a few years, and we aren't even done yet because we still got a quarter of green feed oats, a quarter, well, 120 acres, maybe a quarter section of second crop, and still some other baling to do out west. The same truck, just 18 years difference. They're both extended cab 4x4. Chevys, half tons. Rusty fenders, not rusty fenders yet. Runs, doesn't run. Air conditioning does not work. Air conditioning works. Same truck.